Well, we've got the murder cart running. Took it for a spin, did some drifts. So now the plan is to put that on here and make it into a Barbie murder cart. But first we got to get rid of this whole roll cage weirdness that's on here. It's big, ugly, heavy, and in the way. So,
after driving it too, I'm pretty sure it doesn't help at all.
Yeah, it's...
Like, if we put one little, like, support here or, like, a triangle, like you said, like here even.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessary at all. There's a lot of poor engineering on this thing.
Yeah.
So...
The only nice thing is having the gas tank being gravity fed, but we'll find a different way to make that happen. Shed a solid 40 to 50 pounds, I'd say, and it already looks cooler.
Wood, it's made for cutting wood and nails, so a little bit of Barbie car plastic is nothing. Plan at the moment is to borrow the engine from my dirt bike and put the engine in the front of the cart instead of the rear. That way, better skids, and also the engine on my dirt bike is much smaller and it runs a lot better. So we can have the engine actually sticking out of the hood and looking decent instead of having to just chop the entire back section of this off and have a big engine hanging out. Plus, on top of that, this engine doesn't cool very well because it doesn't get any air. It's just an air-cooled engine. It doesn't get any air when it's right behind the driver. So with the new idea, the cylinder head will be sticking right out of the middle of this hood, so it'll get all of the airflow and cool it down faster.
All right, we pulled the engine from both the dirt bike and the cart, and we stripped the cart down to basically everything we think we'll need. We're gonna cut off all the extra weight and shorten the whole chassis by how much?
I don't know, I haven't measured. About 8 inches, somewhere in there. Well, actually, first, motor mounts and mock up the chain, because the chain is gonna have to go, the drive chain's gonna have to go from somewhere up here all the way back to somewhere back here. So we'll have to figure out where that's gonna go, and obviously we'll make a guard for it so we don't get our legs ripped off by the chain.
You? All right, Ethan just sanded down the areas where he's gonna be welding. And then we got this big old pipe here that we're gonna put over it to hold it together. Do it rally cage style, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Time to test fit the body onto the frame. We've shortened it, but not welded it yet, so checking to make sure that the wheel wells all line up. And it looks gorgeous.
Man, does that look good. And looks like a proper muscle car now.
Investigate, we might be able to just extend the steering column like an inch.
Which we're probably gonna want to do anyways.
Oh, then it'll fit it like 2 inches. Then it'll fit absolutely perfect. We can even... I wonder if we can make the key work.
That would be so cool.
All of our other ideas that we talked about, like putting the engine in the back and just cutting the back out, no, this is gonna be 100% better.
Yeah, even just seeing the real brake caliper in a Barbie car makes me happy.
Yeah. But now, before we do anything else, let's test fit the engine.
Oh yeah.
How that's gonna fit in there.
Definitely. Fabricating the Mustang for a bigger engine. doing this, did you ever think you'd do fabrication for engine mounts in a Barbie car?
No, I don't think that was ever on my list of things to do. But I did always want to build a go-kart, so here it is. And I've always wanted to do an engine swap. I definitely didn't think the first engine swap I did would be in a go-kart Barbie car, but I also didn't think it would be switching from rear engine to front engine. Never thought I'd do that in anything. Mounting the carrier bearing support bracket for the drive shaft here. Obviously the original drive for the motorcycle was way back here, which would have put the chain going right through your leg to get to the back axle, so we got to extend it out. These are all parts that were part of the original go-kart that we got. So just extend it out here, and then the chain will run straight back there to the back sprocket, and it'll actually probably run right inside of the body of the Barbie car, so that'll keep it from shredding our legs if we bump into it. So I'm just trying to get this bracket in the right place. Oh, gotta turn the fuel on.
That'll do it. I was like, wow, it's not even smoking. There you go.
Talk about deafening.
Shoot.
Some modification may be required.